Come on in the room. You better come on in the room. We want to talk to you, and we want you to talk back. And in order to do that, you got to come in the room. Come on in the room. Come on in the room, y'all.
My God.
We want to talk to you.
I thought you weren't feeling that good today.
Yeah.
But when you get ready to come in the room, everything starts to come together.
Come
You
together.
guys are working together.
Yeah, I
I'm
got
so-
excited.
I see. Well, I'm so glad everybody you tuned in to Miss Vee and Brown Sugar. She's bubbling. You heard her already. She's already in the room, already ready, already set. I'm just glad. It's just good to be back.
It is.
It's good to be here. You know, I was talking to a mechanic today, and he said, I almost had tears in my eyes when I started to think about how good God has been to me.
Mm.
And, and I was just really shocked because I never saw that part of him. And it's just good that, that even regardless of how old you get, you still know who to give the credit to.
Yes, you got to give him his glory.
And I was just really impressed with that. And I'm grateful to him for not cheating, to know that it's God and who God should get all the praise. Well, I'll show you. Right now, we got a lot of stuff to talk about, so we want to get started and just jump on in. And I'm gonna put Wanda to the test because I want her to talk about some stuff.
Oh, Lord.
I know you got it; it's in you, and I just want to bring it out of you. You know, that's some stuff you can only get it. It's like a tea. You don't even get what's into you till you get in some hot water.
Till you get into hot. Yes.
So if I can get you in some hot water, there's some stuff now that come out.
Get me steeping.
If I can get you into some hot water, ain't no telling what line to come out of you.
Oh, Lord.
So, but the first thing I want to do is an icebreaker. I want to ask you both wonders. If someone had took your husband, your significant other, and they had held them hostage, and they told you that the only way you could get them back, well, you would have to cut off your right arm. And would you? Because that's you're
gonna make me answer this live.
I know. I know. And so that's one of those things, because tonight is what would you do? And so if you and this you don't never know what's gonna happen. And this probably will never happen. But hypothetically,
where they holding them at?
Now don't say what you want these people to hear. You tell it the truth, tell it from your heart.
Where they holding them at? Do they got them tied up?
I'm sure he can't just walk out. So you
how many of them is it? Because he know how to fight.
Everyone he can have his own bit.
And see, I probably would do it, but he probably say, "You dummy, you knew I was gonna get up out of there. You knew I was coming out of there. Why you ain't call somebody?"
So you would do it.
I guess. Yeah.
Didn't I just tell you don't say what people want to hear? Tell the truth.
Yeah, I wouldn't let them go because of my right arm. That's only one arm. I still got another one.
Okay.
I'll keep them alive.
I need to know, are you right here?
I have to learn to write with my left. And plus, it'll remind me that I'm married. I have to keep looking at it. I did that.
Will he do it for you?
No.
Why not? I think you might have just told a story. You don't know. But I don't know. You know that love will make you do some things.
It make you do some
Yeah,
things.
it'll
I
make
don't
you-
know about all things, but it make you do something.
Yeah, I don't. I'm not in that position. But
if you were,
if I was in that position, dude, I'm sorry. I need my love. I'm sorry. You. How did you get in it? Why you in it? You probably asked for what you getting. So nope, I can't
Why
do it.
should you pay the price for his. Yeah.
But then you say he was a hostage.
He is a
Yeah.
hostage. What?
Usually they want
They want it.
money.
So,
You know he ain't got it.
they don't want their money. They want your
But
right
what
arm.
is the value of my arm? Take
Right.
his. You got no.
You got him already. Take his.
What
Yeah.
value is my arm
I-
to you?
Oh,
It's not worth
Lord.
any money.
I never, that's why I say some of these questions be dumb questions, but they all challenge you in your thinking.
Yeah.
Because it's a how much do you value some stuff? How much do you
You
value?
value.
And because I was thinking about this just recently about how people's put money tags on stuff.
That's true.
Everything now. I mean, they'll do anything for a few dollars. They got to say, would you slap your mama for so many dollars? And then,
What's that face for?
Yeah, I
You
mean,
would do it.
and
With
then-
It depends on how many dollars.
see, I just said that.
So I'll help. I'll get a heel.
my mama a fighter. I'm not getting beat
You know,
down.
that's what I'm saying. Even I heard my daughter say, "Mama, you will forgive me, and we'll be rich." No, it's some stuff you can't do. But I don't care how much money you just can't do it. And they're like, "Yes, you can. You can. You can." But I'm like, but it's just simply saying is people put money tags on everything. Some things we don't lost all our values. We don't lost all our integrity and dignity. No, how much they'll do it.
Yeah.
No, if they call my husband or something and they want me to cut off my because I may bleed to death. I ain't finna do that.
Listen, y'all, you're listening to Miss Vee and Brown Sugar on IntellectualRadio.com. If your significant other was held hostages and they said in order to let them go, you have to chop off your right arm, would you do it? Wouldn't you do it?
Would you do it? I know. I mean, you just said you would, and your husband is so grateful. I know that's because he looking. He on there. He listening to you. But I ain't got to justify that for nobody. But I don't know if I had somebody. I'm telling them, don't get caught because you may have to suffer because I can cut nine off.
You ain't cutting it off. Not a little bit.
Just
a little bit.
And they was saying they said if your hand, you maybe could work with somebody. But they say your old arm.
Yeah.
No.
And your right arm.
On your right?
Yeah.
No.
That's a problem.
That's a problem.
But you gotta let him know that he ain't alone in there.
I told him I'm praying. I'm praying. I'm praying for you, baby.
Oh my God.
And like you said, if some stuff, talk your way out of it. Pray your way through it. Convince them that she ain't gonna do it. So you wasting time. Some stuff you'll be amazed what you can get
You
through.
better fight back. Since you already know they got you.
Yeah, you gonna kill me. So when I got it, we ain't got nothing to lose.
Ooh.
And I was listening, and you would think about this. If somebody said that would you pay $200 to get a hug? Would you do it?
No, I don't need no hug that bad. No, I ain't paying no $200 to get no hug. You can give me one for $200, but I ain't paying to get one. I get a hug to a stranger every day, so I know I don't need no $200.
You know what you saying that with so much conviction
I
and
am.
passion.
Why would I pay somebody to hug them? It's not that serious.
I'm saying this because in California they have that.
Some lonely people. I ain't never been that lonely.
Somebody has a job. She was here on the show and was interviewed to cuddle.
Cuddle.
A cuddling
It's
job. Cuddling
it's
and
called-
hugging is different.
It's a cuddling sanctuary.
Oh, that's different.
Where you pay money to get a hug.
You're not that. It's no sex
No,
involved. It really
but
is
you
just
you
cuddle.
up close. You cuddling them. Now that's different. You
Oh,
gonna
you'll
pay
pay-
more than $200.
Oh, you will pay for that?
No, I ain't gonna pay for that. You gonna pay me more than $200.
No, it's no intimacy involved.
It does not matter. You
You-
in my space.
Yeah.
Tightly.
I'm paying you $200.
No, you're gonna pay more than that to get in this type of space. No.
Have you see this
I
space?
mean,
Yeah.
when
And then that means you got to get close to me for a minute and a half.
you just got to hold me.
Yeah, you're gonna pay more than $200.
Well, some of
And
it,
I don't need that
they
much.
said some
holding.
of it. I'm like, they can range from $200 an hour. I'm like, who want to be?
held that long. That means they ain't had nothing.
No, I'm like, and you pay somebody for to hug you. I told them they could have just come to my church.
Y'all
could
have
get-
a moment where y'all
You
hug
get
everybody that
you
walks
get as
in.
much hugs as you want.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I'll hug you for free, but I ain't paying you to do nothing to me.
I mean, when I heard that, it was one of the gospel radios, and he was talking. I thought it was unheard of, and then I went and researched, and I'm like, this is the truth. It's
No.
called a cuddling sanctuary,
The
where you
cuddling
pay.
sanctuary.
Yeah, where where there's no intimacy involved, and it's all about. And they said there's healing in it. They said hugs,
Hugs do heal.
Yeah.
I hug people every day, and
and
it's,
they ain't paying you $200.
they ain't paying me a dime. But you know, I freely give, but I ain't gonna freely cuddle. No, I ain't doing that. Mm-mm.
Well,
And especially if I'm gonna get put out of my house, you definitely gonna pay me more than that.
yeah, I mean, they got this. I told them, I said, I wonder what you have to do to create this cuddler sanctuary. We could create one
Yeah,
and have a
we
cuddler.
probably be rich.
We would be.
Once you see all the weirdos that's coming for hugs.
But you tell them it's only a hug. It's no intimacy. And
But see, a hug is different. You can hug a person just around them, but when you cuddle them, you like pull them in, and you get a good one in.
a hug is
No, cuddle. You ain't cuddled in a minute. So cuddling is different.
Cuddling with a stranger, that's different though, right? No,
Yeah.
yeah. And this is what this is.
They cuddling. They can lay on the bed, or they can get on the couch, and you get comfortable like you in a
They said,
relationship, but you're not.
No, it said ain't like that. These
Yeah,
people
yeah,
ain't
you
trying
did-
to do no intimate.
You ain't
Co-
got to do no
Yeah,
enemy,
but
you
But
close
yeah,
enough.
but if you getting
You
like that,
close
baby,
enough.
you
close
finna.
enough. You
Well-
better look up cuddling. You close enough. Mm-mm.
Well, if you gonna cuddle that much, you might well go on to the intimacy.
No, you
if
ain't
you-
got to go
That's
there.
what they hoping for, probably.
Yeah, that's probably what they saying. I done held her so tight. I know she want me
But
tonight.
you might do, because after that, because they said this is just simply no intimacy at all. No.
They're putting it out there like it's no intimacy, but you don't know how that other recipient feel when you touching on them, and then you done paid $200 for the hour. Now they want 4 hours. They want 5 hours. They want something.
Well, we know that hugs does.
Cure.
It
Yeah,
is
it can make a person feel good. A tight
yeah.
hug and make you feel
They
good.
say it takes
But
them a lot of their depression, a lot of their stress. It relieves so much.
Yeah.
The place, I'm telling you, when I went to reading it,
You went there?
no, I told them they
You-
can come
you
to
trying
my
to get
that
there?
was a hesitation.
Yeah, right. You trying
No,
to get there? You trying to cover,
No,
girl?
No, when I read it, I was saying to myself, it's amazing what people will pay for. That's what I'm talking about. People put dollar signs on everything.
Yeah.
And you'll be amazed at what people will pay for if you're willing to offer it. Now all you got to do is tap into what you can get
So
money
you're
for.
trying to say I should go to downtown Chicago or downtown Oak Park, stand outside and put a sign say $200 per hug, because I give hug to a stranger. So, but I can get capital on this thing here.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And you don't know, some people got that touch.
Hey,
I mean, apparently these people must be professional if somebody is willing to pay, and you got to know they're willing to pay, or whatever it is, the company wouldn't thrive. So apparently, it works.
But there are some
What is
people
this?
who really have not had it, like grew up without their mothers, parents
True
giving
love.
them hugs, grew up without it, and it really they're so thirsty for it that they're willing to pay for it.
Or they're lonely, or they're
Lonely, all of that.
brokenhearted, miss their person
Miss
that was
their
in their
parent,
life.
maybe the person that did used to hug them is no longer there, so
Mhm.
it could be other reasons.
Yeah,
I guess.
give them a
That's what I'm
hug.
saying. It's
Stop
gotta-
charging for stuff like that, though. I just feel like you're taking advantage of somebody. You charging
Yeah,
for
but
a hug.
how's they taking advantage of you? The sign is there. You know how much it costs. You paid it. You came in.
I didn't know how much you needed it. My sign was here before you walked up.
I mean,
if anybody.
So yeah, pay.
Right.
This is what we do, and this is what you're paying for, and this is what you get. But now it's bad that a person would get to that point
Yes,
that they
it
would
is sad,
that,
and that
yeah.
they could go to a church. There are places that will be open
Oh my
arms,
God, there's
but
so
if they
many
can't
places.
think wider than that, then like to think where are places that welcome you and bring you in and love you like that.
And now that I think about when the COVID span came and everything, people stopped hugging each other.
Mhm.
And so they probably got a place of isolation where they need that physical touch, because some people don't get physical touch at all, and they probably needed that physical touch. But I believe that I took so many shots to I can hug a canine and be all right.
Me too. Me too. But I'm just thinking that, it is painful
It
that
is.
that you would get to that level, and that you think that you have to pay somebody to get what has been freely given.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so much love out here, honestly. And I know we done got so bad that we don't know who to trust, who to
Yeah.
lean on, who to depend on. That it has gotten so bad, but this is where we at. There's no love anymore. When they say love has waxed cold, they are right. But then there's a man that said the other day, and I was listening to his song, and he said he loved too. I said,
Trying to love
he
too.
said
What
it's
does
hard to
that
do.
mean? I
He
love
said,
you.
he
So
said,
Oh,
ain't
love two
easy
people.
to do.
he said he loved two peoples. And he said, and he want to know what he need to do. I wished I was somewhere
Ask
close
either
to
one of
him.
them
So
ladies, and they'll tell
yeah,
you
I'm
what you
like,
need to do.
so he says, I'm loving too, and I don't know what to do. What would you tell him to do? What would you do? What would you say?
Follow, I'll just tell him follow his heart, because right now in this day and age, they loving 2, 3, 4, 5s. Panoramial, aponomial. I'm not even trying to make fun of, but it's so many nominals out
But it
here.
is,
So
yeah.
I don't know. You
The
can't.
Amory, so many
Yeah, yeah.
Pan
So many
Amory.
different names I never heard of coming up. So look, I don't agree with, but be you. I'm just gonna tell him be you, because I can't even argue with you, because I don't even know what normal you are, or putting on, because they've been loving too all. They call that cheating.
What should he do? What they been doing since
Yeah,
he been in the
I
Stop
mean,
time with you a
cheating.
stuff
cheater?
like that. You hear people talk like that, and then what should I do? Don't you know? Just want to just go upside his head.
Yeah.
How you talking about? You don't know what to do. You have a wife and a woman too.
Right. You wish you could just take a
Yeah,
plane. Like,
you like,
get out of here.
what part is not normal? You ain't supposed to be loving but one. That means that you is got some serious issues and problems that you need to address.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then that's how you get caught up in there. Now he loved two and you loving him.
Yep. Yep. You see
Mm.
caught in the act all the time.
Yeah, I know we like one of those pictures when you was looking at it, and he was cheating, and they came in there and caught him. He told her, "Well, you know that I've been cheating all the time. Now, what's so strange about this? You know this who I am. This is who I was before I met me. Now, what you think?" I said, "And you sitting up there trying to justify this stuff? You trying to explain this stuff? You trying to be with this man?"
So how do you feel? And I'm going to Candy, because you just brought up something in my head. Candy and Todd is getting divorced, but they always talked about bringing someone in a bedroom with them all the time. But they getting a divorce for him cheating. How does that make sense to me? I don't know. Is it emotional abuse, or I don't see it as cheating if you and him together say, let's bring her in, or they never bringing him in. I always hear about them bringing her in, but now they're getting a divorce because they said he was cheating on her. But ain't he cheating anyway?
Well, apparently, now this I probably can't talk on this because I don't even know what I'm talking about.
But I'm just
But
saying,
I
now
think
I
if
just
she
use
was
them as
okay with it, that's not considered cheating.
Yeah,
If
that's
she
what.
was okay with
Yeah,
it,
that's
right?
what. That's actually
The-
where my mind was going.
right.
If she said, "Okay, you can go ahead."
Yeah, and they used to pick up girls together in the bar. And so I'm just trying to see, where did the jealousy come in at when
You doing it? I didn't tell you to do it.
Right. They did it without her being included because it sounds like she may be bisexual
right.
and she partakes with the girl as
Yeah,
well.
that just let you know they
And
was messed up.
and then he started excluding the wife. That's when it's cheating because now she hasn't said, I'm okay with this. I think. I don't know nothing about
Yeah,
Candy's life.
and
But
the crazy thing about it, anytime that you a relationship that is outside of the husband and wife, ain't that cheating?
Well,
yeah,
that's what you just asked, right? But I don't think it's. I mean, it's cheating in God's eyes. I mean, it's cheating under the parameters of marriage. Is supposed to be the union between you two. But I do think that there are quite a few people who are okay with this. What they call them thruples now, not couples, but thruples.
Thruples. Okay.
Oh yeah, see that what they
thruples.
says. If you ain't with this new stuff, you don't know stuff.
I don't know stuff.
Yeah, I'm telling you, because it's so much, like you say, it's different names for stuff that is now legal, ain't one legal, stuff that you do. And to us, we was crossing the line, we had boundaries, and we didn't cross those boundaries. Now it ain't no boundaries.
Ain't no boundaries.
Oh, it's good. You good.
Yeah.
I can't get it. I can't do it.
I can't not see my husband and I going to a bar together and we picking up chicks. Cause
That
dude,
mean-
where you do this at?
This is the swingers.
Right.
That's what they called it.
I think.
Is that their life? They do that. The girl from that group.
Yeah, she was doing that. Yeah, she was doing that. She was bold and open about it. But so that's why it confused me when you say cheating, because I feel like that's cheating in there anyway. Or you open a door
to it.
Now that's
your fault.
absolutely
Yeah.
seems like it could be that you introduced the thought. I mean, may not have introduced it. He may have always been doing it. But it seems like you make it very confusing as to parameters of when I can do it and when I can't.
Right, right. And so
Yeah, because if you wasn't for it, then you should have ejected in the door.
yeah,
Because once you open the door, ain't no sense in you talking about closing it. No, you open it. And I ain't no telling what is finna come in.
yeah. So, because what if you out touring and all around the country, and I got these needs, and I know that you and Judy was getting it on good, me, you, and Judy. So I know you won't mad about Judy because she already been in our room. So that's what I'm saying. How does that make it cheated? You know, I don't
he
get
probably
it.
thought the same thing. How is that cheating when we both been with Judy? He's
Yeah.
saying the same.
Don't you
Yeah.
like Judy?
I thought you was okay with Judy.
Thought it was
You
good.
right? I
Right.
thought she was part of our throuple, and
And
now
then-
they're getting a divorce.
And this is how a lot of stuff is getting messed up. We allow doors to cracks and we allow stuff to creep in. And so when we start some stuff, no, back in the day, no, you can't do it. You just can't go.
You can't go.
They didn't question it. You didn't stand up and give them no conversation. When they said no,
It was no.
it was no.
It was no. See, them some, and I think in a marriage or in a relationship, those some boundaries you have to set early on. I just feel like when you share your bedroom, you just
Opening yourself up.
yeah, you open yourself up. And I don't feel like it's gonna last. But hey, who am I? Because some people in marriage last a long time. With that, I mean, maybe they get erectile dysfunctions and all that other stuff, and they need the extra help. I don't know. I don't know, but yeah, you're listening to Miss Vee and Brown Sugar at IntellectualRadio.com. Come in, call in at 708-223-8953 if you want to share in with this conversation with us, right?
Yeah, what would you do?
What would you do?
You know, I was just the other day, and I think we talked about this before, and then somebody asked me this the other day because apparently they're going through it. They at their house, you know, this girl or his wife or whatever, the husband is beating her up every day. And so the man lives in the building, and he says, what would you do before I tell you what he did? If you live in the building and the husband is beating his wife every day, what would you do?
Call the police and send her, or I try to encourage her to leave. I'll try to encourage her to leave. If she don't leave,
Your first obligation was to talk to her and tell her to leave.
I went and try to encourage her and to let her, first of all, not just say leave, but let her know her, encourage her and tell her her worth, that you are somebody and you are very important in life, you know, because sometimes people need to be reassured of who they are and what they bring to the table and stuff like that. So yeah, and let her know she don't deserve that. But also, she can be in fear of that man, and although you encouraging them and everything like that, I would tell them that if I hear it one more time, I'm calling the police, and you can let them know I did it. I called on them because I'm trying to save you. Because sometimes people need to be saved and they don't know they need to be saved. So yeah, I would do that.
Mm. Okay, and so that gives you to the next thing. You've called the police. The police then came, and the man left. Man come right back. Same thing all over again.
I'm calling again.
Calling the police. So you gonna keep calling the
I'm gonna
police every
keep
time it
calling.
happens.
I'm gonna keep calling till
Actually,
she get mad at me. She because I'm trying to
she
save
never
somebody's
got
life.
mad.
She gonna get mad at you because that's what they do when they're
Yeah.
domestic violence. Unfortunately, bringing that to how the domestic violence. I've had that situation with a woman, and what I went to a domestic violence specialist, and she said to um start keeping the evidence for her because she kept going back. I was like, I keep calling the police on for you and you keep going back, and I'm thinking, what is happening? They say it takes a good 7 to 8 times for someone to be to try to leave before they actually leave
Yeah,
sometimes.
it has to register.
So the police kept coming. Police kept coming, and then what happened is the man started threatening the man. And it got to the point that not only was he threatening him, then he started thrashing his car. Then he started doing all lot of crazy things to the man that kept calling. And so he called the police, but he couldn't blame him because that man, I ain't touched this guy. I never did nothing to it. So they couldn't prove nothing. So the man still there. He kept beating up his wife. And it got to the point that the friend of mine said that he moved.
Oh,
He couldn't call the police anymore.
right.
And he couldn't stand to keep saying it and keep hearing it. So he moved.
That makes sense because it's nothing really more he can do.
Right.
He could call, but if she doesn't want to leave and won't press charges and won't follow through and keep going back to him, what is he doing? Putting his life in danger for her, and she's not even. Yeah, and what can you keep doing? And if he can't keep watching that as a man, then yeah, I guess he has
Yeah.
to move. That's sad.
A lot of stuff is sad, and honestly, I think on some notes, some people's with even in her shoes, they can understand it because people stay, and people can say they're crazy reasons, but people stay for a lot of different reasons,
Yeah, that's true.
a lot of different reasons, and you're not walking in a person's shoes. So even though you telling them what they need to do, or you trying to reassure them and let them know they worth, you're still not walking in their shoes.
That's true.
And until that particular person know when enough is enough, and I've worked up to my measure, and I can't do it no more.
Mhm.
The sadness is, what can you do?
Yeah, but you still got to continue to pour into them. There'll be people in situations that wish somebody just poured into them
Yeah, after it
because
was
even if
maybe you do you think that, or
y-
they wished it after it was
no,
over?
I know it for a fact.
Mhm.
I know it for a fact. And then, even though it happened over and over again, those words are still penetrating their minds. Those words are still in their hearts somewhere. Just pour into them. Even if they don't do it that day, they might not even do it for a year from now. But what you said is going to resonate sooner or later. So you got to continue to encourage
I
them.
totally agree. You have to keep trying.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, whether you do it, or I think at some point, it and this is just me speaking, but at some point, after when you get tired of being
Mhm.
sick and tired,
Yep.
then something clicks that you like, what have I been thinking? What have I been doing? You know what I'm saying? And this is because everybody, it could be security reasons, it could be finance reasons, it could be children's reasons, it could be so many crazy reasons, fear reasons that people stay in places that they are, and you don't know which one is the one. You don't know. Some people stand there, you know what? I can't raise these children by myself. I know that used to be in the old day.
Yeah.
They were staying like, I ain't got no education, I ain't got no finances. I got to stay in to help with these children. So everybody has a measure of what they can do, how much they can tolerate, and how long they can do it.
And then, like I said, a lot of times it's fear. I was just reminded of a 15-year-old boy was with the 15-year-old girl. She broke it off with him because he wasn't treating her right. The boy retaliated, went to her house and killed her whole family. And this just happened recently in the news. He killed the mama, the brother, and her. He just So I'm saying that to say a lot of times you can leave, but it still doesn't make a difference. A lot of times we can speak up. We just got to do our part to make sure we try help.
Try it.
We try and help. And I'm sure her mama didn't expect this young
No.
teenage kid to come at their house with a gun and take her life. And I'm sure her mom stood up for her and told her you can leave him and stuff like that. So a lot of time people stay in situations not because they scared for themselves, but they scared for their loved ones
For others.
and what the threats, what the perpetrator threatened them with, and things of that nature. So all of it, when a person is being abused, it's a thin line. It's a fine little comb. But if you can get in and say something, and then sometimes the abuser go away from them and come to you like you did the guy. So
Yes.
you have to be prepared for a storm.
Mhm.
From most cases, you can be bold and you can talk about it. You can help them, but in your own space, you have to be prepared for the storm because it might come your way.
And in many situations, and I know of just a fact, and I was just reading something on the Facebook just recently where the girl was having some issues and she called her father and the father came up there and he got killed. I mean, you just never know because whenever you having some issues, there are more people involved than just you.
Yeah.
There are more people affected than just you. So you have to just be, when things are happening, you have to be mindful of what you're doing. And I don't know, like me, we doing stuff now. We opening so many doors.
Yes.
We letting so much stuff in, and you just now even way more than ever. You just got to be more careful and conscientious of stuff that we allow in our space.
Yeah, and it's just so unfortunate. And then you can have the best guy ever, like that coach. And I just seen that too. And I don't know his name. I don't know what team he's from, but he's the first black coach at this in this football. Yeah, you seen that?
Yes.
And he got fired because he got a staff member pregnant and paid her to have an abortion. So they fire him because they don't do that. You can't be with the staff and stuff like that. This young man had everything sitting on top of the world. Now he goes home and try to unalive his wife. Hey, they got that unalive. Try to unalive his wife. Now he in jail. And they got him on mental watch and everything because his whole world was just swept from up on him because he let his lust get the best of him. It probably was 15
That's
minutes.
not the Michigan one. Sorry, I didn't know. I didn't listen to the whole story before I said Michigan. It's a coach that just got fired but he didn't unalive anybody. So
no, he tried to. He didn't do it. He tried to, but he got arrested. And they got him on mental watch.
Okay, I don't think that's the Michigan coach, so I don't know that story. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I just seen it today.
All the lives out there, I don't need no lawsuits.
Because you be hearing so much stuff, you don't know what's right and wrong.
But I'm just saying, in a moment, I bet, and everybody was talking about how nice and sweet he was. I bet he probably never put his hand on his wife before. I'm assuming that this mistake came out and she was fussing at him and he couldn't take it no more. That's just my assumption and everything. But at the same time, if we just let our flesh get the best of us at times. Let our flesh and what we desire and what we want, not meaning that what we want and desire is right. We got to make sure we do what is right.
Yeah. And that goes back to the story we talked about, and we ain't gonna go talking about it again, about the pastor who was well known, up to date, doing all the right things, and went on live and met a woman and then kicked the wife to the curb.
Pitiful.
I want to give out the National Domestic Violence Hotline in case anybody is in any situations that we discussed. It's 1-800-799-7233. 1-800-799-7233. The National Domestic Violence Hotline. If somebody wants to get out of a situation.
Yeah,
Yes.
and we need to at least let them know there are means of escape. I mean, even if you don't do it, you need to know that there is a way.
There is a way.
Yeah.
There is a way. And I know it's hard to walk away, but you must find the strength within. We have to dig down because we have some inner strength that we never tapped into. Tap into that inner strength and say, I can do this. And let me tell you something. Sometimes when you be in a situation where they think they're more powerful than you are because you submitted to their power, when you take your power back and you stand up for yourself, 9 times out of 10, they're cowards. They can't handle what you give back out to them. 9 times out of 10, I know because I've been in a situation where I was like, I really wasn't afraid. I just didn't want to do it because we partners, we're a teammate. But after enough was enough, like you said, I took my power back, and the trajectory of that situation changed. Like, I can't believe you. I was no longer intimidated by them, and I used what I had when I had how much I could to get them away from me, and it felt good.
Yeah.
And once you find your inner strength, once you use that power that's deep down inside of you, and you let it all out on. I'm not saying I'm promoting violence, violence. I'm saying do what you have to do to get free.
Yeah.
That's what you have to. Not murdering people and going to jail, but do what you need to do to get free.
Yeah, because if you go to jail, you done now put
Yeah, they controlled you.
Yeah,
they controlled you even the more because they got you locked up because you did it differently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, my heart goes out to anybody that is, because I'm gonna tell you, you can be the best you can be, and you be in these situations, and you feel trapped.
Yep.
You'll feel trapped, and you'll be saying to yourself, I can't keep doing this. I ain't doing this, and the next day turn to a next day, and the next day, and next thing you know is weeks, months, years.
And you sitting back in the bed saying, I can't stand him. I'm sick of him.
Yeah.
Now you got the burning bed going on. So get out before all that gets to.
It is.
You know, we get so mad, we get so locked in, and you get so tired, and you get so like, I don't have anything else to lose. You done took me down, you done took my dignity, you done took my pride, you done took everything I got. So now I'm gonna take you out.
But you know, a lot of times, especially with women, a lot of them feel like that. When they done gave them so much, they done took so much, they just say, well, I might as well just stay in now. They done took everything else, so I might as well just suck it up. You just be amazed at how low your mindset get when you have taken so much.
Yeah.
And you better not wait until you get up old. Now you feel like, now what am I gonna die? I done given you my best years. Now I'm going down the hill.
And now you want to leave me. You want to leave me. You want to treat me right. I don't want you.
Yeah, it's one of those things that it'll spiral out of control, and we need to take a hold of it. And you hurt everybody when you're going through it. You know, mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, everybody connected.
Yeah, and pure love shouldn't hurt. Love should feel good.
Yeah.
Love should feel smooth. Love should feel so comfortable that you slide right into it. Love shouldn't be an ouch moment. It's a ooh moment. Love should not hurt.
You going into one of your portrait. You going into one of your portrait moments. I'm finna say, we done turned this to intimate radio or something. You done went into an intimate moment. I'm like, it's an ouch moment. It's an ooh-wee moment. You, what, I don't even know what you said or something. You had drift away. You had drift away.
Coming into the room.
Yeah, I'm like, what room you talking about? What room you talking about? Because at one point I'm looking at you like, now what?
I'm just tell people how love should feel. That's how love should feel. I ain't talking about feel. I'm talking about in your heart.
I promise you, I'm feeling it. I feel you. I'm with you. Whatever room that is, I want that one too. I looked over there. I'm like, wait a minute, we still here? It's Miss V and Bobby Brown Sugar. We done went into the sugar room or something, the sugar shack or somewhere.
The sugar shack.
Yeah. I mean, we got she transported.
I'm trying to tell y'all how to.
Yeah, we got you, baby.
So when you find something that don't feel right, just leave it alone. That's all I'm saying.
What you say? Get him kind of. What you say? You done forgot yourself.
I'm not gonna say it.
Oh, yeah, God. Baby, but I was like, I had to look at you because I'm like,
I see you look at me. I'm trying to get my.
What else?
Y'all know the little thing.
I'm like, you done got a moment or something.
You remember the cartoon Love Is?
Yeah.
That's what love is.
I know.
Right.
I don't know what to say no more. You done got me. You got me kind of in another
Lord.
mood. Like what kind of mood you done went to?
Hey y'all, this
What's
is
wrong with-
IntellectualRadio.com.
What's wrong with you, Nippy? You done went to another one.
Let us know what love is. 708-223-8953 or put it in the chat. We'd love to hear from you.
I know it. Come
I'm
on, give
sounding
us
like
some of
Keith
those moments,
Sweat.
baby. I love it.
No hugs for y'all. No cuddles, no hugs.
None of
No
that.
wonder she don't want no color. I see. That color is
Y'all
like,
funny.
that color turned to a ooh wee moment.
He starts
Not ouch.
explaining love to them. They gonna not want to leave you. They gonna like, I'll pay $200 for
Yeah,
another one.
baby, that- Wanting to go hit them with that poetry, and next
Right.
thing you know, they got a ooh wee baby.
You right. This is worth more than 200.
I'm trying to tell you. That's why she said you gonna pay more than 200 for this. I'm gonna give you the poetry, and I'm gonna give you the ooh wee too. Yeah, come on.
Oh Lord, that's so funny.
You know what? Just before I came here, I was talking to a guy, and what would you do? He said he walked into the bar and he was buying a drink. He looked over and he saw a well-known pastor, and the pastor was getting him a Hennessy and a triple shot.
Oh,
And he
Pastor
said,
was getting it in. Pastor was getting it
he
in.
said, and he asked me, and I'm asking you, what would you do?
Man, my business.
Right.
Man, my business ain't got nothing to do with me. Got something to do with him and God. Ain't got nothing to do with it.
But it's
You better get up there on Sunday and do right.
that's your pastor.
I ain't got nothing to do with it. I ain't got nothing to do with it. I can't judge nobody. He might have had a hard day. His congregation got on his nerve. He might not even want to drink both of those drinks. He might want to just smell them. So I'm a man my business.
The guy told me that after he saw it, he looked at him some type of way, and he could not sit under his ministry anymore.
Well, what the guy do when he go home? Is he a saint? Do he got a girlfriend?
I kid you not. And I mean, and in the conversation talking to him, I'm saying to myself, I'm like, I didn't see anything the man did wrong. I
I was
mean,
gonna ask you, what would you do?
I mean, when you think about it, I mean, he saw this man in a bar. And in the bar, first of all, you in the bar too.
Right.
Mhm.
And second of all, this man, he didn't ask him to pay for it. He didn't ask, he was minding his own business, drinking his own drink. So, I mean, I'm
just having a human moment.
And you don't know what took him now.
Right.
And you don't know what he was struggling with at the moment. And if you couldn't do nothing else, you should have just prayed for him.
Lord, please don't let my pastor get drunk up in here.
Lord, I don't know what my pastor going through. But look open, and maybe this is an everyday thing. And whatever it is, do you know that every one of us, including the pastor, has an answer to himself?
Yep.
It ain't like you look at these pastors and think that they is exempt.
Right. And I want to ask you all, when someone's a pastor, are they supposed to be in that realm 24 hours a day, 7 days a week when they're not in the pool? Are they expected to?
They are expected to, but someone who's saved is expected with the same thing. If you say I'm saved and sold out for God, people expect you on the same thing. But God says we all fall short of the glory of God. When we fall down, but we get back up. We are not perfect. Jesus is the only one that's perfect. So if you allow somebody to hold you to a state of perfection, that's on you. Because I was a sinner saved by grace. You know what I'm saying? So you can't eliminate the fact that a pastor is human. He has first natural, then human. I mean, spiritual. He's a natural person first. So they're going to fight. And then we all have to repent daily. We all got something to repent for every single day. So if they fall, that's on them and God. I'm going to pray for them. And I hope when I fall or whatever, you pray for me and don't put me on Facebook. Don't talk about me real bad.
Because you called them.
And don't be so mad at me because I did the same thing you did. Just because I got a title and you don't does not make me
and what did he drink? We want to know how many drinks he had that night. Like he's telling on him.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, obviously I agree totally.
What would you
with
do?
one. If I went in there and saw the
Yeah.
pastor,
Mhm.
I'll send him a drink over there to him.
Number 4.
What he drinking? Send him one
And
over
pray
there.
for him at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta pray.
And you know the one of the things that I'm never ever going, at least I try not to get on a bandwagon of talking about pastors, because I know the pain, I know the hardship of it, and it's one thing that you can't get out of. It's a full-time job. And whenever you've been called, because he said in you and you've been chosen, it comes with unfortunately it comes on a platform of a huge lot of responsibilities. But I believe, and this is just me talking, because I wouldn't, I know it's hard, but for me speaking, only thing the pastor's supposed to do is deliver the mail. Now once I give you the mail, now I've got to, when I'm giving it to you, I'm giving it to me too. The same rules that I tell you applies to me too. Only different is I have been called out to give them to you.
That's it.
I'm just a mailman. And he said, feed my sheep. And that's what the pastor's supposed to do. So once he done that, then it's up to you to reject or he said, here's the table. I put the food on it. Now you come eat. And if you don't, you can reject it.
Yeah.
So I'm whatever the pastor was doing or whatever he was doing, it wouldn't even bother me at all. Not at all. Not at all. Because whatever God was doing with him, he don't need my help. And if you look at it, and this is as brief as I can say it is, that's one of the things that bothers me with people's that's out here and not called to responsibility or accountability or whatever the case may be. They see everything that's wrong with you and see nothing wrong with them. Because you asked me to be a pastor, you asked me to marry you, asked me to pray for you, asked me to be on the wall for you, asked me to commune you, asked me to baptize you, asked me to come to your house and pray for you and what you said, dedicate your house. You want me to come there and pray for your children, go to the jails. You want me to do all of these things because I'm the pastor. Then you want me to marry you. Then you want me to baptize you. Then you want me to christen your children. And then you everything, and I can do one thing you think is wrong. You hate me.
Yeah.
And I done way over and beyond what I'm been called to do. And now you can't do nothing but judge me. But
yeah, that's true.
Unfortunately, and I think pastors is one of the that thing that's get talked about the worst. They do. I mean, they the worst people. They taking your money. They ain't supposed to drive in no good car. They ain't supposed. Everything they seeing what is wrong with them. Instead of saying, you know what, whatever it is, God restore him. Pray for him. Bring him back. Whatever the case may be.
Yeah, because you don't know how many funerals of young people they went to that week, that month, that day. You don't know how many hospital beds they had to stand around. And some of us can't stomach it, but they got to stand around those hospital beds and go in those rooms and pray over the sick and try to raise the dead. And if they ain't raised the dead, they ain't did it right. You know, you got to do those things and then go home with this on their minds and in their hearts. You don't know how many times that I used to hear our pastor say, some pastors say that I come all the way here to preach to you and I ain't even got no gas. I ain't got no lights. I ain't got this and that, but I'm still here. I'm still trying to feed sheep. So, you know, we got to be mindful of what we say. And then you go home and have a good time with your family, your friends. You turn up for what? But I can't do nothing.
Yeah. I mean, it's some things, and we all just, like you say, human, and we all say some stuff, and most of it sometimes we don't even mean it, and a lot of times we talk before we think. Yeah. So that's all stuff. But it's at the same time, while you busy talking, they said pray about it. He said pray about everything. You ain't got no time to be talking and complaining and whining. It's too much hurt out here. And while you talking about the preaching, talking about the pastor, talk about these kids that's killing one another. Yep. Talk about these homes that's broken. Talk about these children that has no father. Talk about these direction that need mentors. Talk about this. It's so much stuff that we could fuel energy and turn that energy toward, instead of talking about the man that is in the church, is trying to tell you something. Turn that energy and turn it to another way and say, you know what? Let's get out here and just walk and pray for these young people.
That's it.
Our future, our generation, our next leaders, our next presidents. Let's get out here and try to save them, restore them. While we busy trying to put down on somebody that is trying to stand up, is trying to keep it up, is trying to have a family. There's so many pastors that's turning away. I didn't mean to go that far.
I think Tashika was right.
I didn't mean to go that far because I know that, some stuff I go too far on, and I didn't want to stay there.
I just know that David said it's you against you and you alone, God, has I've sinned and done these things.
Mhm.
So you ain't did it against man, you did it against God. So that's what you got to answer to.
That's who you have to answer to. And our last subject, and this one is kind of touching, so I put it last, or put it where we wouldn't even talk about it at all, even though a lot of this stuff, and we actually, I could stay right here with the pastors, because I could. I promise you I could. But because I think that what we do is we look for other people's to fix our problems, when sometimes the fixing is within you. Sometimes we looking at all the blame of somebody else when all you got to do is stand and look in the mirror.
Look in the mirror.
Because it's sometimes it's the man in the mirror. This last subject, what would you do now? And I know this is ain't pertaining to nobody that I know are nothing. But make sure you know that, because see, people gonna say she talking about. No, I'm not talking about nothing. It's just, this is one of the Facebook situations. And if you a grandmother, and here's a young man, he did not take your daughter's life, but he was involved with the girl, like it was his girlfriend. Do you think that your daughter's children should still be with him?
Oh my God. That's a really touchy one, because to me is real touchy, because if you involved in with somebody and with that person that could bring harm to my child, what do I think that you would do to my grandchildren? What do I think that you will allow to be done to them? So I at that moment, if it's something it has to be something God had to deliver me from, because I don't believe that I will want my grandchildren around you, because I can trust you. You messed up my trust. Although you may not have done anything, you may not have did anything wrong to my daughter, but you allowed it in your presence as the father of her children. And I can't trust you. I can't trust you.
This was a deep conversation we got into today. And obviously, I always try to tell them, and this is something I try to say, and even though I'm not saying I'm right, because everybody has an opinion.
Mm-hmm.
But I told them, that's the daddy. I'm just a grandmama.
I don't care.
I know. And that's exactly what they said. Exactly what they said. Because never once have you. I got grandkids, and I'm supposed to be the best grandmama that I can be. I'm not their mother, and I'm not their father. And regardless on how we picture things and see things, kids need to be with their mom and daddy. They need to be with them. And never once is anybody ever said that the man was mean to the child. The man, good father, but now you putting the child in between a grandmama and a daddy. I don't think it's fair, because now you having to deal with the pain of your grandchild. And regardless on how you see it, the child loves his daddy. He loves his daddy. Now, what I should do and what I should try to do, and I ain't in this situation, and trust me, everybody needs to know the one thing: stuff is easy to say when you ain't walking through. You have to know that now, if my daughter or whatever or whoever is gone, these ones that's left need to find a way to restore. We got to live for this time, baby. And the baby, regardless on what done happened, he need a future.
but the mother lost her child. So that mother is still grieving over
Definitely.
her child.
Definitely.
And if the father didn't have anything to do with it, and he's compassionate for the mother, and he, as he wasn't for the daughter, then he would say, I'm gonna let her have this way right now. So until she get through her grieving process, so we can work some out. It shouldn't be a battle at this moment, because he's in between all of that, and he's and regardless of what he did it or not, he's the reason for it. So because he is the reason for this child not having his mother, he should have some compassion for the other lady's mother.
So even with that being said, the don't just shouldn't the mother, the mother of the daughter have the same thing?
No, because she lost her child.
Yeah, but at the same
She lost her
but
child.
but at the
in
same
his-
token, that is my child.
But his child's still alive.
Yeah,
His child's still
and
alive.
my child ought to be with me.
He haven't lost his child. Was his child with him before the mother died?
No,
Oh, why should he be with him now?
because the mother is not there.
No, I don't agree. I do not agree. No, it's a reason why he wasn't living. No, I don't agree.
A grandmama taking a child when the mother and father is still alive. Nobody agreed with me, and all I try to tell them, we have to be not so one-sided, because you have to realize, regardless on what both of them feel like, you got somebody stuck in the middle, and that person that's stuck in the middle, regardless of all this, there's his side talking, because trust me, what I say is gonna get in his ear. What you say gonna get in his ear. So now what are we doing? We feeding something that's gonna be devastating to a child.
But how do you protect this child as a father, and you fighting for the other person that did this to the mother to be free? You siding with that person who took the life.
Because there's two children involved.
So
I
how
mean,
are you
more?
So how do you think this child is going to feel in the house with this father, and he's fighting for this person that took my mama's life? That's detrimental too.
What situation is you talking about?
Anything. You just said he was in a relationship. You said he was in a relationship with the woman, but he didn't do it. But he was in a relationship with the person that did it. So if he was in a relationship with the person that did it, that means they were still in a relationship. That means there was something going on with them, and he's gonna fight for her. So how do that child supposed to feel?
Regardless,
No, he can't get it.
Regardless of how either one of them feel, what do the child need?
I asked the baby where he want to be, but at the same token, I wouldn't trust that father.
You wouldn't trust your father with his own son?
I don't. I wouldn't.
So what would we do?
Go to court.
Oh God!
You would trust him after his
girlfriend killed his baby mama.
Right? Would trust him with the
child? What story you talking about?
No, I'm talking about what you just asked us.
I would.
Maybe I didn't understand the situation.
Tell the question again.
No, you understood. You understood.
I wouldn't trust it.
He's with the girlfriend that killed the baby's mother.
Yeah.
He's in a relationship with that woman.
The question was, you made it personal.
I'm asking.
You can't do it.
I didn't want you to go to that. But what happened was, this is a grandmother. Her daughter is gone, but the child still has a father. But the father, he did not kill the daughter.
Did his relationship?
But sometimes you in relationships like baby mama drama. You in relationships like that. And unfortunately, it happened like that, and the daughter passed.
I would be very afraid, seeing he chooses poorly. Obviously, that I leave my granddaughter with you. What's to say you find somebody else who gets jealous and decides, you giving this little girl all this attention. I want him to maybe straighten some things out first. You definitely have access to your child. This is your child, not mine. But I'm gonna need you to clean house.
So you would say stay here, but you can still come and have access to the child, absolutely, and still see the child, still be a part of the child's life.
The child needs to stay with me because you're dating and you're doing. I want you to have your life, continue to have your life, but just so I can She needs constant hugging it. She needs extra right now because she lost her mother. You do you. You come visit. Let's make arrangements. You come every Tuesday, Thursday, whatever arrangements you have with the mama. Continue those arrangements, and she'll stay here.
Now that would probably can see that if we are not hostile with each other and we trying to, because unfortunately, and the hurting part about it, somebody's life has been taken and you cannot bring it back. So all you can do is pour into the one that she has left. And I know the grandmother wants to hold on to everything that this baby got because that's all she got left of her baby. So you want to hold on to it.
But it's not about the mother. Like you said, it's about the child and what's best for the child.
It's about
and
the
child
child and
still
what
needs her father.
and
She
the
can't
child
lose
still
everybody because
you
of this.
you cannot, because
FaceTime them.
there because at some point you need some healing, and how you do it, you have to keep embracing the grandchild, seeing what the child needs. Moving a father out of the way is not the way.
No, I don't think it's the way at all. But I do think I wouldn't want him to have sole custody and he's still around. I don't know. I can't do it.
I don't think that maybe that wasn't the man's intent. Maybe he didn't know. We don't know. But at some point you have to know that I don't care who the child is. This is the daddy.
All mothers and all daddies are not right.
Yeah, well, they can say that about all of them.
I'm just saying, just because you got a title as a mother or a daddy, don't make you a mother or a daddy.
We can say that about a lot of people.
Right, but we're saying this about him. He has shown the behavior to be around murderers.
Look, do you know that all the jail is full of them that is shot, killed, murdered.
Yeah. But if they my grandbaby, they around
and
my
the streets still full of them.
And the streets are full of them. I mean, it ain't like this one person we're talking about. We are talking about so many families is going through stuff. But at the end of the day, the mother and the daddy are the sole responsibility.
But that's why I say, if this happened to a mother's child, even if she say, I want my grandbaby right now, as the father who know that he's the reason for all of this chaos, give her that. He is the reason. Even if he not with them, he can be broke up with both of them. He's the reason. So he need to allow that grandmother to get her closure that she need, because she's going through her grieving period.
He could simply tell you, if not, I don't believe nobody would do something like that, but he could easily go to court and just say, I don't want her to have no parts of my baby. She is gonna distort my baby. She's gonna talk about him. She's gonna he gonna hate me, and I don't want her around him. And then how do you think you're gonna feel now that you have lost everything? Everything has been taken from you. Not only your child, but the only thing that you had to resemble your child, and you wanted to be bitter, you wanted to be hatred, you wanted to be hostility.
You can't talk. I can't talk on that because that's a grieving mother. So I can't say how. In the end, we can say how we should do that. But if we not have walked in her shoes,
and that's what I said in the very first, the very first instance I said, unless you walk into her shoes, you only assume what you knew, or you only think what you would do. But when you come face to face with some situations, you find out you ain't thought you didn't know what you was talking about. You ain't strong as you thought you was, or it didn't work out like you thought. And it happened every day. That when we start to thinking, oh, I did that, oh, I ought to kick them, I ought to did this. And when it come to you, it's a horse with a whole new different color. So sometimes and that's all we're doing is talking and speaking.
Yeah.
But if it comes to reality, you don't really know what you'll do.
Because emotions change.
Rage,
anger.
When that emotion kick in, things can go so another way.
Yeah.
That's why I told you it was the last subject. That's why I told you it can go either way. Because you don't know when you start to feeling and passion, and you is a mother and you is a grandmama, all that stuff start to coming up, and you start to putting yourself in this woman's shoes. This was my baby.
Yeah.
And because of some stupid, whatever the case,
Mm-hmm.
that she's gone, now all I got to do is blame you now. But at the end of the day, we got something more precious. We got a life we got to preserve. And we got to do it in whatever it takes. And if I got to swallow some pride, I got to swallow some pride. If it means I got to talk less, I got to talk less. I want my grandbaby. I want him in my life. And I want him to grow up and be productive. I don't want him to grow up in anger, grow up in hatred, growing up only seeing the bad side of anybody. Because all of us got some good and we got some bad. So I don't want him to see the bad side. And you might do it without even thinking. You've been listening to Miss V
And Brown Sugar, baby.
Come on. Give us that moment again.
Brown Sugar, baby. Brown Sugar, baby. We love y'all. Thanks for tuning in.
Come on back next time and sit with us. Come on in.